Hello! Today I would like to present you something that I deeply believe is the most beautiful and elegant battery fuse that you can incorporate into your solar installation or into everything else that's got battery bank. So for example, into your inverter. This is Chinese response for Blue Sea marina grade battery fuse that is a very expensive and for many years was successfully mounted into vessels like a boat or ship. Because of those very specific and limited applications, the cost of the genuine one was prohibiting for using it in solar application, and that's because the genuine one costs like 1/4 of your battery. So if you've got like a 4 or 5 battery banks, then it is not making much sense. But this Chinese copy is basically changing our game, and that's because you can get it very cheaply. And if you think how easy it is and how convenient you can use it in your application, it is making a lot of sense. So let's take a look at what making it very special. And here we've got our specification, and if you take a look here, you can get it in a rating of 50 to 300 amps. And here you've got the model name, just in case you would like to find it on the AliExpress. And let's together take a look. Whole fuse is made out of those two key components, and it is holder and the fuse itself. If you take a look, it is rated 58 volt, 60 amp, and that capsule that is made out of like ceramic material is your actual fuse, and you can purchase different ratings and you have like a spare one. So here, for example, I've got like a spare one I've got with the same rating, and that's because you are going to be, of course, selecting it depending on the rating of your wire. So the 58 volt is going to be cool for like a 4 string out of 12 volt battery, which is absolutely beautiful. Here you've got that window that you can use for inspecting whether the fuse is blown or not. And in that spot we've got our one terminal, then our current is flowing through that element to the other side, so it is presenting like this. Second key component of this system is this very special fuse holder, and if you take a look here, we've got a beefy bus bar that is being attached to that insulating material, and in that area under protective cap you are going to be mounting your fuse. But what is making it very special is this design, because here we've got that metal stud, but it is not connected to your bus bar, but glue into that insulating material. So if you would attach your like a wire lug into that bolt, it is not going to be passing any electricity because it is totally insulated, and you have to undo it. So here you can see it is totally insulated, not passing any current. You are dropping your fuse, you are adding your terminal lug, and now the electricity is going to be passed from the bus bar through that ring onto top of it, and it's going to be energized. Let me present you a small demonstration. So you are grabbing your wire, you are adding your washer, and you are screwing it down. You are adding your nut, just like that. Give me one moment. And as you can see, you've got a beautiful connection, and your bolt is going to be energized as long as the fuse is conducting electricity. And that's because it is totally insulated. So the only path for the current is through the fuse. If you would try to bolt it down directly onto your battery terminal, then the bolt is going to be passing electricity, skipping your fuse. So this is the proper way to do it. And as you can see, it is really cleaning up your battery terminal post. and you've got only those two joints that can break. So in my personal opinion, this is absolutely beautiful and the greatest purchase that I ever made. I'm using them from couple months with a great success, and already they managed to catch a dead short on my battery system, and it went very well. So you can check my short video when I'm swapping out the blown one. What I'm really wondering is, can you use the genuine Blue Sea with this holder, because this is what is the most expensive part. And in my personal opinion, the fuse holder looks very good. This is a beefy chunk of metal, so I don't see there are going to be any problems. If you are using the genuine one and you manage to put them onto the Chinese copy, then let me know, do they fit? And as you can see, this one I've got a different size, but absolutely no problem. It is fitting perfectly here. I would say that it fit even better. As you can see, you can go like this. So the bigger one are absolutely no problem. Just take a look how beautiful it's presenting. Yeah, this is a very good purchase. Now let me present you how I deploy it on a real system. So here we've got absolutely beautiful, uninterruptible power supply made by Polish company, and I love them. I deploy multiple ones with a great success, not a single failure. They are great, especially when you swap for lithium iron phosphate battery. You deploy it, you forget, it is working just fine. Here we've got our absolutely beautiful lithium iron phosphate battery from a company called Victron Energy, and here we've got our BMS, as you can see. Our negative lag is going to be directly attached to our battery terminal post. I like to have our high current directly to the battery. Then on top we are going to be adding our BMS. Then we are adding our washer and protection against the vibration. So we go like this, and you can get those absolutely beautiful copper screw from the AliExpress, and they are fitting very nicely into the Victron Energy. Let me screw it down. And now it's fitting perfectly, and I'm going to be using the insulated electrical wrench, but there are safe voltages, so from technical point of view there is absolutely no need for that. And you are nicely bolting it down just like this. And yes, those a silicone protection cap I also got from the AliExpress. You can check my video on them because I absolutely love them. On the positive terminal, you will be able to see how beautifully that solution is presenting. So the fuse holder goes directly onto your battery terminal. Then we are adding our BMS on top. We also need a washer. Beautiful copper washer, just like that. Protection against the vibration. And we are bolting it down. So I just need to locate our hole and screw it down. Can you see how beautiful it is presenting right now? We are nicely bolting it down. Can you see this? How beautiful it's presenting. This is absolutely crazy. The most elegant solution that I've seen in my entire life. And instead of going directly into your battery terminal, we go here, just like that. There could be potentially a spark. We are adding our washer, protection against vibration, and we are nicely bolting it down. And basically you are done, you are finished. This is the end result. Just take a look how beautiful it's presenting. This system is perfectly fitting the idea that your fuse is designed to protect the wiring, so you would like to have it as close possible to the source, and you've got it basically directly on your battery. So if I would have dead short here, not inside the inverter, but if they two touch together, then it will be nicely blown, so it is absolutely beautiful. And just in case you would like to have two different size of your wiring, they are making fuse holder that can hold two independent fuses, and you can have like a different rating. So for example, you can have 50 amp for your charger and 200 amp for your inverter. And I will post you a picture. They are looking absolutely amazing. But for that, this is how it's presenting. So I think what we should do is that we should give it a try. Let's check, will the inverter start? So we go like this, and it is booting up, and it is nicely inverting. We've got our 230 volt on the output. In my personal opinion, it is going to be extremely hard to beat how beautiful and clean this system is presenting, because we've got our one connection here, the second connection there, and the third in that spot. And what is the most beautiful, imagine that you are going to be attaching your inverter to your battery, then you are going to be crimping here your battery terminal lag, but just instead of attaching it directly to the battery, you are connecting it here, so you are not adding any extra work, just one more screw, and you are protected. So yeah, in my personal opinion, this is absolutely beautiful. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you find it interesting. See you next time, and bye bye.